wrenches here. We're gonna work on 67 Ford Galaxy. So come on, let's go. Never gonna end, is it? Nope. Oh yeah, hit it. Aww. Jump number 5. Nope, give it to her again. There she goes. Oh yeah. All right, let's jump right into making this more of a reliable rig. Like I said, it does hard start, and you can see in the very beginning there, the starter spins out, and it's just not good when it's cold out. So we got to get that resolved. Also got some belts to do. We also got some leaky valve covers. So we're going to start with that guy. I don't see a point in running an electric fuel pump on a 2-barrel stock motor. One of the bigger reasons it's going away is because it is noisy. Just terrible noisy. And it's in front of you, and it's all you hear while you're driving the car. And just makes it awful. Now, it does make you ask the question, why did somebody put an electric fuel pump on it? It may have just been easier, or maybe because there's something wrong with the mechanical fuel pump or the ability to mount it or something. So we'll figure that out in due time. We've already jumped into pulling off the plate for the mechanical. We have a new one we got in the mail. We just got to clean off that little surface down there and stuff her on. What this does give us the ability to do, though, is we can actually leave this on, run the motor, maybe hook a bucket of water possibly, I don't know, something, and actually pump water through our new fuel pump, testing the mechanical fuel pump to verify its functionality before tearing out the electric one. Side note, before we get too terribly far into this, I'm going to pull this power steering pump because it's kind of in the way and it's not that hard to pull. It needs a belt anyway, so it's going to have to be unadjusted to replace the belt. Here's where our fuel pump goes on. You can see this thing is a grimy, greasy beast. I'll just try to get some of this grossness off. Get that all cleaned up. A little wire whirler. Alright, vast improvement to be had. We're much cleaner down there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trusty little tap. Now, I'm not tapping anything. I found the proper thread for this by the bolt that came out. And all I'm doing here is chasing the threads just to clean them because they are dirty. So that when I stick my new fuel pump on, bloop, all my threads will be nice and clean. Won't be any grease or grime or junk in there. Well, there's the short of it. It's on there, and she is the shiny. I do happen to have an entirely new other one for that car because if it doesn't need an electric fuel pump, I don't like them. So mechanical is my way to go. As you can see, it goes into the block, and you got to push up on that lever. So you got to pull up on the entire thing while you put these bolts in to get that lever to engage. It seemed to engage really good. Get it all bolted on there. They're all tightened up. So now let's get some lines down to it and see if we can make it pump while the motor runs. We'll get this guy mounted back up, run the motor off this electric fuel pump, maybe pump something through it to make sure it works. And when that's all done, we can reroute everything from here down to it and back up with some pretty metal line. We'll be in business mechanical style. Should be our out hose. So we'll start it right up. Keep pumping the gas. You gotta test them aftermarket parts because you never know. Well, I've wasted about 10-15 minutes here, and I temped all my hoses in directly to the carb. We'll see if she runs off the old mechanical fuel pump. I can't get the ends I need for the steel line I have, so I got to get all the metal line bent up and flared so I can put all the ends on it. I'd like to do all this in metal, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with that over there just yet, but I'm probably going to have to joint it together somehow with a union and get rid of all this rubber hose because, you know, if you don't have to have it, why have it? So let's see if this thing fires up. Really got to do something with that starter. Oh yeah. There she is, running off the old fuel pump. You don't need no electric fuel pump. So we still might have a little carburetor issue, but I feel much more comfortable running it off the mechanical than off that noisy electrical. Moving forward. If I accomplished anything, I accomplished getting rid of that giant chrome thing under the hood. So I'm happier now. This looks awful. Next we're going to get rid of that solenoid that doesn't need to be there. And we're going to bend up all the nice line and do some other maintenance this car needs. So I think that's what we're going to call it on this one. So if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, tell a friend. And like always, have a good day. Yep.